Okay, so some days this job is pretty damn cool, and today is one of those days. We're in Barcelona at the Catalunya track, and Triumph brought us here. Thank you, Triumph. They gave us the new Street Triple 765 RS to ride around on. Now there's three of these models. You got the S, the R, and now this RS model. So this is the new top of the line. I think they pretty much put us on this one because we were coming to the racetrack. This has got, you know, it's dialed in the best for as far as suspension wise and the power output that it does. It's gonna look similar, it's gonna be similar to the other models. There's, you know, some tiering in pricing, a little bit of performance difference. The interesting thing is this actually shares the same cam as the base model S. The R model has a different cam inside because they geared that more for torque, for riding on the street, especially just a little bit better mid-range. Not to say that this has any, you know, bad mid-range. Of course, the bump and displacement, you know, gives it a little bit more over the old 675 model, but they also changed the intakes and it weighs the same. So, you know, a little bit more power, same weighing bike. Actually, I think it's 2.2 kilos less. So actually a little bit lighter for 2017. Styling-wise, it's similar, but they did do some changes to it. It's a little bit more aggressive up here in the front end. The seating position is still fantastic. We did basically half the day out on the street riding around. It was a little cold, a little bit wet this morning, but the sun came out, dried everything off. So we got some good mileage on the thing in real world testing conditions. It has new ride-by-wire. It's got different ride modes. So actually we had it today when it was wet and cold. We had it in the rain mode. And then it has street, it's got sport. This one, the RS, also comes with a track mode, which of course we used out here. Now all these changes, it's gonna dial in the throttle a little bit. You're gonna still get the same horsepower, but it's just the amount, is how fast it gives it to you in your twist is what's gonna change. It also changes up some ABS and TC. You know, we'll get into all the specifics of how this affects the ABS and the TC when we do the written report of this. So if you want all the real details, go to Motorcycle.com, read the story, it's all gonna be there. Some of the highlights of this is it's going to be largely that it's different but still the same, because we liked this bike before in the 675 model, and basically they've just refined it, made it better, a little faster, upped its game a little bit. It's going to be one of the best all-around mid-displacement bikes out there, because you're going to have to say this is kind of like in the 800cc class. They also changed the instrument cluster up here, which is really cool. I mean, it's got this full color, all digital instrument cluster. It's real legible. It has like an auto contrast, so it'll actually change depending on light situations, or you can just select which one you want to put it in. And it has different modes you can put it into too. So if you want like a more streetable mode, it'll bring up the miles per hour more than RPM. You can switch it off, go into your track mode, and it brings up the tachometer, you know, more predominantly than miles per hour. They graced this one with the best brakes in the business. It's got the Brembo M50s up front. I mean, fantastic, you know, front end stopping power. You know, we've lauded these since they came out. The cool thing is it has this nice little adjustable front brake lever. Not only is it adjustable, you know, fore and aft to bring it closer to the bar, it's also adjustable in and out. So you can position, you know, the bend in the lever closer to where you want it. That's something I haven't really messed with before, so that was, you know, just a little nicety on the RS model. I don't think that comes on the lesser ones. Price is a little bit different. I think upper 10s on the base model, 11s on the R, and then I think around 12 or so for the RS. Depending on what you want to do as far as what you want to spend in the bike you're looking for. I think we've said in the past that it was worth the money to step into the higher end model just because it wasn't a significant increase in money. But I don't know, we might have to rethink that now, because again, how Triumph has retooled these, like the R being more higher torque specifically for the street, you know, we might have to kind of consider that maybe as the better street model. But for a guy who's going to do some track days, I mean, man, this thing out on the track today was absolutely fantastic. Decked the pegs a little bit, a couple of times on some of the, you know, big fast sweepers and a couple of the tight corners. You know, I think Triumph has about 60 different accessories in their parts bin. So they might have some nice rear sets to put on it if you need a little bit more cornering clearance. But, you know, as is in stock form, I mean, this is another one of those motorcycles that you can jump on, ride to the track, do a track day, and then ride home, and you're gonna love it. So if you've been looking for a new naked bike, Triumph's really got something you should go check out.